What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode, a brand new episode of Wacky Wars. I am your host. I'm the Wacky King. Wacky Queen will join us sometime in eventually. I don't know when, but she'll be here. Let's talk about the upcoming WWE 2K26 video game that's coming out sometime in March. Okay, there's a lot of new features that's on there that I want to see. Match types, superstars, DLCs that we would like to see on here, and all that. But before we start really getting into 2K26, let's talk about some of the superstars that we want on there and we don't want. Like, why do we need to have six of the same person, of like Triple H, John Cena, The Undertaker? If you want to put two of them in there, that's fine. But you got the NWO John Cena, you got John Cena, Dr. Thugonomics, you got the prototype of him, uh, all these other years that there is. That's great and all that. But we need to put some of these stars, and having all of those stars in there, let's put more superstars than having all these and all that. Like, you want to put two John Cenas, fine. Two Undertakers, fine. Two Triple H's, two Kanes, two The Rocks, that's fine. That's just fine. Let's do it that way. But you gotta bring in some of these more other superstars that people want, like from AAA. Me, I want to see Mr. Iguana. I can never pronounce his name right. I don't know why. I think and all that. Um, Psycho Clown. I'm a fan of his. Um, just bring some of these names in that will be good to have on here. So I mean, we need to have these to see some of them. TNA. Joe Henry, Moose, Gail Kim, and all that. The one I mean, you know what is the one person I'm surprised? I don't know if he still wrestles for TNA or not, but he actually wrestled for NXT for I think for a couple of months, and he got tired. They didn't do really much with him. Cowboy James Storm, that would be an interesting one to see in the and all that. Now we all know that Joe Henry he just signed a couple months ago a WWE contract with the company, so we know that he is now guaranteed to be in a 2K WWE game, but we don't know if he's going to be in 2K26 or is it going to be next year's game. Nobody truly knows, or he could actually be a DLC. That could happen. Like the biggest one they could put on for if they do a TNA DLC is, of course, if they don't do it, the Hardy Boys. Seeing them back into a game again, especially if they put the Dudley Boys back into 26. They need to, because if they have the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys, you can go on and get from Communications to get Edge and Christian and have the famous Triple Threat Tag Team Tornado Tag Match TLC. That would be awesome. Would I have that kind of match? Most definitely. Now, the other thing is, we got to talk about what new match types we're going to be getting, what new arenas, championships. Are we going to get AAA championships? Are we getting TNA titles? Because now the TNA World title, the TNA Knockouts title, has been on NXT. That would be an amazing thing to happen. I mean, seriously. Okay, Trick Williams has won the TNA title. The Hardy Boys has won the NXT Tag Team titles. I apologize. Um, the TNA Knockouts title has been with on JC Jane and now Kalani Jordan in NXT. The would we like to see the TNA Tag Team titles? We have featured them on NXT, yes. So, but I know that a lot of things, there's a lot of like licenses, details, contracts. We are in I believe it's a 5-year deal with TNA and all that. Would we like to see them in future WWE 2K games? Definitely. The one thing they need to bring back is if they bring them into WWE games, the arenas for TNA. The square circle? No. Nobody wants that. If you're going to do a TNA thing, do the 6-side ring. Now that is what something that we would want to see. We've gotten so far 2 former TNA superstars in the original way. The Monster Abyss is one, and the AJ Styles Retro with their music. Now, would it be awesome to see how this goes if they bring that in? Especially if they bring in the TNA World Heavyweight title, Tag Team titles, X Division title, Knockouts title? Yes, that would be an incredible thing to happen. Now, we don't know if it's going to happen or not. But we'll see what happens. Match types for 2K26 has to be at least one of the famous matches I like to see if they bring in TNA into the game, into 2K26, is the Ultimate X match. Now, if you've never seen that type of match, just go on to here on YouTube, put in TNA X Division Ultimate X match. What it is, it's basically 2 ropes crossing each other, making it look like an X, where you have to go across the thing and bring down the championship or the X to win the match. I've seen those matches lots of times between Chris Sabin, former TNA World X Division champion and Tag Team champion, Petey Williams, AJ Styles. I mean, I've seen a lot of these ones. Former TNA X Division Tag Champion, also the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. They put on some of the most incredible matches out there. And we got to see how it goes. And I mean, we got to see if that match types can be put into these kind of games. Now, someone has been saying to us and to everybody all over Twitter, or X now. I don't know why they changed it. Maybe it's too much for people to really pronounce. Is, again, excuse me, been working a lot. The one match that we've been wanting to everyone to hear, there's 3 actually, let me rephrase that. 3 matches that everybody wants to see in 2K26. The Inferno match. That is a great match to put. Not gonna lie, I've played it in the old WWE games. It's awesome, it's fun, gotta have it again. Next one, the 3 Stages of Hell match. I mean, seriously, you bring that match back, we will have an incredible match types. Hell in a Cell, Hardcore, Cages, anything you put those 3 matches in will be good. The other one is the Iron Man Survivor match from NXT. That would be an incredible one to have. I mean, if they actually do that, bring the Iron Survivor match in, that is going to be an interesting match to play in 2K26. The other thing is, I want people, I would like to see in 2K26 is the intergender matches. I like them, not gonna lie. They need to bring in intergender tag team titles. I mean, seriously. God, bring that. Yes, we have them in 2K25 now, but they're NXT. The issue that I have with 25, right, is you gotta go through it so much. I mean, you gotta play it like 10 to 15 times just to get everything you want. It was good. I will do it if I have to, but I haven't really unlocked them at all. Like My Rise, that's what you gotta do. That was good. Am I a big fan of My Rise? if I got to rate it 1 through 10, right now I'm probably sitting at a 6 right now for it. That's what I'm at, is a 6. 6 out of 10. Um, in the future for 26, they got to do it where, yeah, you could do a man and a female if you want it, in my eyes, but you got to do it like, do it stable, my rise, where you could be having a tag team partner, male and male or female and female, but teammates and all that. If you do like teammates, that would be awesome. I mean, it would be incredible for people to do that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about really quickly is the showcase. Who will be the showcase and who will it be about? Well, because they've already done in 2K24, they did 40 years of WrestleMania. That was awesome. Some of the matches on there was incredible. The Then this year for 2K25, they did the Bloodline. You know, you get High Chief Peter Maivia, uh, Jamal, aka Umaga. Then you got Rosie. You got The Rock, Nia Jax, um, the Head Shrinkers, the Wild Samoans. I mean, I like them. They're fans. I like that. I remember the Head Shrinkers, Fatu and Samu. That was it. They took on the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott, at WrestleMania 9. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fanatic and I'm a nerd of that. Anybody could ask me questions about it, and I can tell you what the match and all that is. The other thing is, if they're going to put the Steiner brothers in 2K26, that's great. Put the updated version of Rick Steiner. Come on. Rick Steiner 1993, and then you get Scott Steiner 93, and then you get Scott Steiner of 2003. Come on. Put the Dogface Gremlin in as he was in WCW, right around the 99 2000 era, when he and all that. Now that was an awesome thing. I mean, that back then, that was wrestling. Because I'm not gonna lie, am I a WCW guy? Yes. Am I gonna be doing WCW in 2K26? Yes. It's gonna be fun for me, especially because with Wacky Queen, my wife, and my best friend, and all that, we're all gonna be doing our own shows on the game. So it's gonna be an awesome event. The biggest thing I want is who will be the cover star for 2K26. A lot of people are talking CM Punk. A lot of people are talking about Jey Uso. Would I like to see one of them? Yes, CM Punk has been on the cover of multiple WWE video game covers and all that. Has Jimmy Uso been one? No, he has not. I would like to see that. Now, a lot of people are talking about what will the showcase be about. I would like them, and like I said before, I'm a WCW guy. Would I like to see a WCW showcase? Yes! Bring back some of the classics. Yes, this year will be 25 years since WCW has gone out of business. Wow. And even to this day, I still watch WCW matches on YouTube or Peacock or wherever I can watch it. Especially the night that when Goldberg won the WCW title from Hulk Hogan. We've lost a lot of legends from wrestling this past year. Hogan, Sabu, I I can't name some other ones, but you know something? A lot of people are even asking, do an ECW DLC pack and all that, and put Sabu in it. Would I like that? Oh yeah. A lot of people don't want to know this, but Sabu wrestled for WCW for a couple of months right before they went out. I think he was there for about 7 months before they went out. The Sandman, he wrestled for WCW for a while in the hardcore division. He went by the name of Hack, Hak. Um, so I mean, there's a lot of things that they can do for 2K26. Um, the thing is, are we going to have a triple A arena? Are we going to have the titles? We don't know, because right now the only two titles that has put into that's been in NXT, well, technically only one tag team title has been in. Excuse me again. NXT has been the intergender tag team titles. That is held by Chelsea Green and Ethan Page, who Chelsea Green just this past Friday night on SmackDown lost her U.S. title to Julia. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Julia on becoming a two-time women's U.S. title, just like Chelsea Green. I'd rather see Julia than Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is a fantastic superstar. I love her to death. She's great. I mean, she has so much charisma. Her husband, Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, he just won this past week on, I think it was Friday Night SmackDown. It was. Yes, it was. He won and all that, and it was a great match. Unfortunately for Chelsea Green, she lost. You know, it's part of the business. You can't win all your matches. If you did, people are going to get bored of you. They're like, oh, well, he's going to win again. What? I really don't want to watch it. And they're going to click to something else. No, you got to up your game. Like what I do in 2K25, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to win and all that. Like, this weekend coming up on my other, I don't know if I can say anything, but I do have another YouTube channel, Demi King Gaming. That's actually my other YouTube thing that I do. It's also linked to, that's the name of my Twitch account, but you know, it's fine. We're gonna have our Royal Rumble this Saturday will be NXT and ECW, and then on Sunday, 1 week from today, Raw and SmackDown will have theirs. And then within 3 weeks and all that, we'll have on February 1st, we'll have Raw and SmackDown have their Elimination Chamber. When 3 weeks from yesterday, 20 days actually from yesterday, we would have. Actually, wait. Actually, I'm calculating here. Today's the 4th, so technically about 4 weeks from today we'll have the Elimination Chamber, and 4 weeks from yesterday would be Elimination Chamber for NXT and Raw, ECW. But let's get back onto a thing. What is the biggest thing that everybody wants for 2K26? Superstars. And I mean superstars. What is up with these celebrity guests? I mean, come on. This is a wrestling game, not a celebrity game. Screw those celebrities on there and all that. We want superstars. Yes, El Grande Americano. Unfortunately, we got him 4 months ago in September. Blech. Not a fan of his. I would like to see, even if they don't do superstars, I don't know, if they do one celebrity guest, I would have to say it has to be Jelly Roll, because he did fantastic in his match. I forgot what match. I forgot what pay-per-view it was, that he wrestled on, and then the next night he was actually there for part two of it. I think it was SummerSlam actually this past year that it was. Yeah, it was. I think it was SummerSlam. I think and all that. But you know something? It was a good match. Yeah, unfortunately, Orton and Jelly Roll did not win. It happens. But if they put Jelly Roll in 2K26, that would be an awesome thing to happen. That's the only celebrity I would like. Now, a lot of people asked what DLCs I would like to see. Oh man, there's a lot of DLCs out there that I would love to see for 2K26. I know that they usually do 5 DLCs. You know, the one that comes out like about maybe it was May, June, July. Then they do one for September, and then the final one November. Okay. My first, oof, I gotta say for my first DLC, I would have to go with probably a TNA DLC. They gotta have, of course, two of them. Gotta be the Hardy Boys, right there. Um, because of Joe Hendry being um, WWE contracted superstar now, I wonder would he be in the DLC or not? It's a up and down thing. Moose, there's just one I would like to see. Um, Another one I would have to say would has to be probably. Oof. If he didn't work for, well, the final one would be a fantasy DLC. You got the Hardys, you got Moose, you got if you could bring back Santino Morella. There's a good one. Uh, well, if you can't do Santino, let's do LAX, Homicide and Hernandez. That would be a good one right there. Um, let's do an ECW DLC pack. Uh, Sabu. There's one right off the bat. Sabu. Um, Spike Dudley. Uh, Balls Mahoney. Um, God rest. I know he passed away years ago, but Mike Awesome and all that. The other one, Masato Tanaka. Now, or no, Taz. Taz would be a good one, but I think Taz works for AEW still. So I would have to say Masato Tanaka. That would be probably the good one right there for the ECW DLC. Um, the third one, I don't know. If they ever did say a WCW DLC, that would be awesome. For that, number one pick, Sting. Guarantee Sting's gotta be in that pack. Uh, the question, no. If they did a WCW one, a Wolf Pack WCW one. Because they did an NWO version one time. I forgot what game it was, but it was years and years ago. Wolfpack has to be, of course, Sting, Kevin Nash, Conan, Lex Luger, Macho Man Randy Savage. Bring back the original guys that was in the Wolfpack and all that. Especially when, I don't know if a lot of people don't remember these games, for the Nintendo 64, WCW NWO Revenge. Now that right there was a great game to play. I could play that for hours and hours and hours when I was younger and all that. That would be probably a good one. The fourth one, that would be an interesting. The fourth DLC pack, like I said, if they did a one celebrity guest, it has to be Jelly Roll. Um, I would like them to do a Legends um, pack. I would probably gotta go with for the Legends. There's a lot of Legends out there that would be great to have in 2K26. Axe and Smash from Demolition. The Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Um, I mean, there's so many tag teams out there. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, the Brainbusters. There's another tag team that was good. Of course, we have the Hart Foundation already on 2K25, hoping that they will be in 26. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart were brother-in-laws. When I would play for WCW and NWO Revenge, I didn't know that. I always had Goldberg and DDP as my tag team champions. Booker T and Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat. There's another one, Harlem Heat. It's been a long time since we've had Stevie Ray in a WWE game. He's overdue to come back. And all that. I mean, there's so many of them. The natural disasters, earthquake and typhoon. There's another good um, tag team to be put into 2K26. I mean, there's so many that there is. Um, the Bushwhackers. I wasn't really. I'm a fan of theirs, but not like gotta be up here all the way up to the tippy top. Can't do that and all that. Um, I mean, there's so many of them that you could name off that could be a good potential for 2K26 for tag teams. Um, the Nasty Boys. I don't know why I did not think about these guys until now. Brian Noms and Jerry Sags and all that. That's a good thing, especially with their manager Jimmy, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. There's and all that. Um, I mean, there's been so many great tag teams out there that could do really anything to be good um, tag teams for 2K25 6. That's what I would like them to do, a tag team thing to make it a good tag team division. That's what they need to do. Um, Strike Force, Tito Santana and Rick Martel. There's another good one for it. I mean, you just gotta put these in and all that. So let's talk about the fifth one, the fantasy and all that. I know it probably won't never happen, but you never know what could happen in the future. WWE could eventually buy TNA and all that. Um, let's talk about a few of them from AEW. I would like to say for a fantasy DLC, if it ever happened, the biggest one I would say Kenny Omega. There is a good one. That is a good superstar to start off with. Um, for a DLC for AEW. Another one I would have to go probably the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, and all that. That would be a good DLC. That's three so far. Mm, the other ones. mm, Oh man, there's so many of them from AEW that I'm a fan of. I would like to see in the game. But the one I would really like to, besides the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, I would have to say Orange Cassidy. There's another one. That that is another good name to put in it. Darby Allen. Definitely put Darby Allen and all that. Because you know in 2K25, his finishing maneuver, the coffin drop, is in the game. If anybody actually downloaded it and all that, Darby Allen, his finisher is in 2K25. Hoping it will be back in 26 because I would love to bring Darby Allen the into the game. Um, so I mean, there's so much we would want for 2K26, especially match types, superstars, and everything else. Um, I mean, what could we really? I know in the next, hopefully, probably in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, right around the Royal Rumble this year, because I know that the Royal Rumble is actually um, the 31st of January this year. Uh, that's actually the first night of my Elimination Chamber. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch the Royal Rumble, but if I can, it's going to be an awesome, awesome show. Um, we'll be soon. We'll get the roster reveal. Match types, DLCs will be coming. I mean, it's just going to be an incredible, incredible game this year. And they're calling for over 300 superstars for 2K26 again. Oh, one match type I would like them to bring back is the 40-man Royal Rumble. Now that was a good Royal Rumble. The first person to ever win one of those was, I believe, was Alberto Del Rio and all that. Now I know that he worked for AAA for a long, long time, and then until when WWE bought it, they fired him instantly. I'm sorry, but why? Yeah, he had some legal issues with his ex-wife and all that. I'm really not getting into it, but he's a good superstar. I remember when he debuted on SmackDown, he wrestled Rey Mysterio in his debut match. But, you know, we gotta see what's gonna happen. What kind of match types, what's kind of everything, what's gonna happen in the future, and all that. But if 2K does watch this, come on, guys, give us some things, and all that, where we could see what our future. If you want to get rid of matches, fine, get rid of the ambulance match. I know a lot of people likes that. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of it, but it happens. So until again, when we get some more information and all that about the game, what's upcoming, and let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks for 2K26. Because I can guarantee you that I'm going to be doing more videos about it uh, and all that. But before we do go, I want to ask everybody, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave your comments. I'll read your comments and all that. And in my next video, I'll talk to you about some things. Until then, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. We'll probably do the next one maybe next couple of days to see what happened, okay? Thank you so much. Everyone, have a good night. Peace.